Welcome, welcome, welcome. So, day 13 of 30 days supporting your purpose and your healing. I've got two decks of cards here right now to support the collective energy. And even if you're watching this video on a different day, take the messages that resonate for you that are in this live stream today. So, I'm working with a couple of decks. The first one we're working with is messages from the fairies, and then my bushflower essence cards as well. So cleansing the energy. Now, the message that's been coming through lately is that the community is a little bit off tilt. Everyone might be experiencing this level of like, okay, there's so much change happening, there's so much pressure, there's just so much going on, and some people I sense are really struggling with this. And there's a few of you out there who have been taking that time and slowing down and resting and giving your time back to yourself, because your health is your greatest wealth, and you'll be finding that you're transitioning through this time a bit easier. So, oh, here we go, got a couple of cards flipping over for us all. So if you do log online, pop a comment below. So if you're logging on live, pop a comment below, and I will also pull some cards for you as well. Oh, we've got a few cards coming out. So let's see what the collective needs to know. Now, another message that's been coming through before I even logged on as well is that if your attention span is so short where even not being able to get to the end of this video, you feel like, oh, you just cannot focus, that is also a symptom that you need to stop and you need to slow down. The modern world is creating this instant gratification where it's just a click of the button, you get what you want. Now, a big part of our healing journey right now is to unlearn that and to really slow down, to really be mindful. So there are three cards that have fallen out of the decks. This is from the messages from the fairies. Now take the messages that resonate with you. So the first one, for anyone who is actually worrying about their son, know that they're being watched over and that they are being supported. Hey Jody, I will pull a card for you. The next one is new career. So this is something that's coming up for a lot of people lately, is that there is a career change happening. The universe is guiding you to pivot into a new direction, because what I see personally as a naturopath, oh, let me know if anyone else is seeing me frozen. I'm hoping I have enough reception out here in my garden. So for many people who come and see me as a naturopath, their job is unhealthy in the sense that their job is so stressful. They're working too many hours. They might be doing 2 or 3 jobs within one actual job role. And that is actually very toxic for your well-being. So there are so many of you who will be resonating with the sign that there's a career change happening, because if you do not enjoy what you're doing, then there's something else that you should be doing. Life is about discovering your purpose and your passion and doing that every day, but not making it feel like work. Hello, Roseanne. Hello, Christy. All right, so the other card that has fallen out, for those of you who've been working on your healing and your mindfulness, debts are being paid off. And even if you feel like things are not happening as fast as you want them to happen, trust that this debt is being paid off, because you are continually checking in with your energy, you're rebalancing, you're realigning yourself, and you're saying to the universe, I am worthy of my time, and I'm going to keep focusing towards the goals. So with this deck currently out, I'm going to start with Jody first. Your desire was in reach. This is exactly what you're saying. Have faith as everything is working in your favor. So again, whatever it is that's transitioning in your world, what's being healed, what's being transmuted, it is moving in that right direction. It's staying focused and believing that in those moments when you feel like, oh, okay, when is this going to happen? Trust that if you stay focused and keep working on the healing, that's where we'll actually achieve our goals. If we quit too soon, then that's the universe then going to present to you another opportunity to stay focused and not sway off the path. Christy, hopefully you can see me. You have got vegetarian card. So a new way of eating gives you more energy, greater health, clarity, and stronger manifestation abilities. Now, when it comes to food that we're eating, being mindful of the energy of the food, the vitality of the food. So we know organic is best because that is how nature intended it. You're very welcome, Jody. If we eat foods that are heavily processed, then that is just creating this toxic environment, because literally everything you eat will become you. But if you're eating foods that are grown from your garden, what's actually happening is that the food grown local to you is going to adapt to the environment, and your body adapts to the local environment as well. So this is why it's best to eat foods that are grown within the local area, because your body and the food are actually more in harmony and more in sync together. So that food is going to be more nutritious for you because you live in the area. If we're eating food that has been grown overseas and then it's had to sit on a ship for who knows how long, and there's been sitting in frozen storage, and like all the vitality of the plant is just being depleted. And if someone has to cover themselves in head to toe to spray food because it's too toxic to actually allow it onto our skin, think about the buildup of toxins. And this is one of the things that really congests the liver, is because we've got all of this toxins being built up in our body and our liver is struggling to metabolize that and deplete that. So I don't feel like that's just a message for you, Christy. I think that's a message for the collective. It doesn't mean that we all have to be vegetarian, but it means eating foods that raise your vitality, that raise your vibration, and not feeling that we have to stick to a particular label. Because what I've discovered, not just as a naturopath, but even as a spiritual teacher, is that one diet does not suit all. And that we really need to slow down and listen to our bodies, and our bodies will tell us what it is that is actually what we're meant to be eating, what feels good for us. So, next person is Roseanne. Okay, birthday. Significant birthday holds the answers to your questions. So whatever it is that you are thinking of when asking for a card to be drawn, trust that with this birthday that is coming up, that's where you're going to get a bit more clarity and insight to that situation as well. Now I'm also going to pick some other cards for you ladies as well, because I've got my flower essence deck here as well, so I'll quickly cleanse that. All right, so let's see what we get. I'm going to go Jody first as well. And then I'll also pick some other cards from this deck as well for the collective. So Jody. So with these Australian Bushfire Essence cards, this helps us to work on the emotion and the energy to help us to shift through what we're going through. So you've got the Mountain Devil. It says it transforms anger, hatred, and jealousy into love and forgiveness. So whenever a person or a situation is triggering you, this particular flower or flower essence helps you to feel less triggered, and rather than focusing in on those frustrating emotions that arise, we can kind of pause, breathe, reflect, and go, okay, what is this moment trying to teach me? What is the universe trying to teach me at this point in time? I'm going to move my camera a little because I can see I've got a bit of a slow connection. So hopefully that will stay nice and steady there for you. Okay, so Christy, you have got the black-eyed Susan. Patience, slowing down, and inner peace. So how you've kind of been feeling like there's not enough time to do the things that you want to do, the universe is saying, slow down. Focus on what creates that feeling of peace within you. All right, Roseanne, you've got the she oak, balance and sense of well-being for women. So this particular flower essence is really good at helping to balance the energy of female hormones as well. But it's also very tonifying for the female body too. And I've got a beautiful little bird that's just come to join us right now, having a little bit of a feed in my garden. So trust that things will literally fly into your vortex, fly into your awareness of things that are actually going to be supporting you. So just notice those things that come into your, the bird's flying away now. Notice those things that are coming into your vortex and capturing your attention, and those things where you kind of just get that feeling of like, oh, that sounds exciting, and it resonates with you, that feeling. Do those things that feel right for you. Hello, Leah. I'm going to pull some cards for you as well, and then I'm going to pull some more cards for the collective too. So, Leah, we've got messages, magical messages from the fairies. The first one you have got says, let go. As you surrender the need to control, your relaxed energy rapidly attracts your desires. Letting go can be physical, mental, emotional, because all of it is energy. And so for some of us, it's about clearing out that space where we've got boxes still full of things. For others, it might be about letting go of those emotions, and those emotions can be attached to physical things as well. So letting go of what needs to be released. And bush fuchsia, intuition, clarity of speech, and integration of information. So bush fuchsia is this beautiful flower where we want to be speaking what we actually feel, what we're actually thinking, rather than reacting to a situation or just saying what people want us to say. So just being mindful of speaking from the heart, trusting that gut instinct, and saying those things that even other people might not understand it, going, this is something that I want to do, this resonates with me. So you're going to give those things a go that really resonate with you. So some cards now to support the collective on what we're going through. Now, as we're coming to the end of 2024, we're all going to be feeling the energy already of 2025. The world is not going to slow down unless we do. So we really need to tune into, thank you, Southern Cross, our personal power. We need to tune into our personal power and taking responsibility for all of the decisions and the choices we make every day. If we feel that life is just so busy and life is just so hectic and life is not fair and all these thoughts that we have, that is the reality you've created, because everything we think becomes our existence. It becomes our reality. If you think life is not fair, the world or the universe is going to continually present situations to you that feel unfair until we learn to let go and detach from that thought and go, hang on a second. The universe is trying to teach me about letting go of that feeling, letting go of things feeling unfair, letting go of that trigger. So we need to be mindful of the lesson in that moment. I feel like there's another card I need to pull in regards to that as well. Here we go, flipping over as well. Flannel flower, ease and enjoyment of intimacy and expressing our feelings. So to be able to create this shift in your world, we really truly need to express how we're feeling. Now, you know, some people aren't into the psychic stuff, and that's perfectly fine. But for me, even sitting in my backyard, I'm completely comfortable doing this. I'm in a tiny backyard, and honestly, I really could not give a fuck if my neighbors are into this or not, because this is something that sparks joy for me, and I know that there are people in my world who really resonate with this stuff as well. So if there's something you've been wanting to do it because you want to do it, and stop holding yourself back because you give a shit about what anybody else thinks. Now, I've got family members who really do not resonate with this as well, but again, I've had to learn to value how I feel above other people's opinions. And it doesn't mean that they don't love me, it just means they don't understand this and this doesn't resonate with them, and that is perfectly fine. But this stuff is stuff that brings so much joy to me, and meditating up in that space, up there where that chair is, brings so much joy and clarity and insight. So a big message coming through is to value your needs, to value your interests and your passions, because that is going to become your purpose. And so often when we pursue that passion and that joy, that becomes your career, because that's what we're here to do. Is we're here to learn how to magically manifest and create a world that you want to wake up to every day, where I get to wake up and I get to give psychic readings and I get to support people on their healing, because I've had to go and do that healing, and that woke me up and that inspired me, which then manifested into this career. So I feel like there's another card that needs to come through for that as well. Ooh, here we go. They're all popping out, these ones. Fuck yes. All right, we got the Silver Princess. Life, direction, and purpose. This is what we need to do. You need to follow your purpose. You need to follow your passion, your spark, that thing that you just, excites you. But then don't listen to that voice that goes, oh, but people will think I'm weird and strange. Oh, I don't have the money. Oh, I'm not good enough. Oh, I'm not smart enough. Oh, I'm not intuitive enough. Who gives a fuck? Yeah, you might not be at this point in time, but the journey of following your spark and your passion is going to help you to find your way of healing, your way of feeling more confident, your way of learning how to not give a fuck what the rest of the world thinks, because this is something that makes you a better version of you, because it makes you happy. And in a world where most of the Western world are medicating themselves because they fucking hate their lives, why wouldn't you want to follow that thing that makes you go, fuck yes, I'm alive. I'm unmedicated and I'm fucking happy. So this is a big message right now, is your life direction and purpose. What direction do you want to go? And the question I always ask all of my clients is, if you could not fail, if you couldn't fuck up, what would you choose to do every day? How would you want to show up every day and just live your life? And that's what you need to do. And you need to follow that. So same with how Jody, you got that beautiful message of just following your passion, your spark, and just moving in that direction. We all need to do this. We all need to follow that thing that wakes us up. So many people are just stuck in this little narrow pressured lane of, you wake up and you have this fucking hectic morning trying to get the kids to school, and then you go to a fucking job that you hate, and then you come home and you have to repeat the cycle of getting everyone showered and fed, and you start really fucking late watching Netflix because you're so fucking exhausted, and you have a couple of wines because you don't know how to switch off and relax, and then you go to sleep and you have to go and repeat that again. That is not healthy, and that is not healthcare. That is being stuck in the matrix. That is being stuck in a life that you think you're supposed to be living because society has told you to do that. No, fuck no. We don't do that shit anymore. If you want your life to change, that is up to you. And that is you deciding, you know what, I'm not going to have a glass of wine tonight when I go to bed. Instead, I'm going to make myself a cup of tea, chamomile tea. I'm not going to stay up until 1 a.m. watching Netflix. I'm going to go to bed and read my book. I'm going to put my phone away so I don't do that doom scrolling at night time. I'm going to wake up early and just go for a walk around my block. You don't need to do an hour of exercise every day. You just need to move your body in some way. And if your block takes you 5 minutes to walk around it, beautiful. That is 5 minutes that you didn't do yesterday. We just need to do little choices. And not everyone is going to understand your path and your journey. And that's okay. Because no one else can make you happy and no one else can make you healthy. It is completely 100% up to you. So even before coming on today, universe is saying, I need to just be real in the sense of just giving you guys some hard truths. Your life is your responsibility. If it fucking sucks, it's because all of the choices you made up to this point have led to you having a shitty life. But now is the opportunity for you to go, I'm gonna do things differently. And it's okay what your life looks like up to this point. All of that has been perfect to get you to where you are right now. All of that, rather than it being mistakes or things that you're embarrassed or ashamed or frustrated about, that has been your wisdom. That has been so uncomfortable to get you to this point for you to go, fuck it, I'm going to do shit differently because I'm over living the same cycle. So the power is in your hands. It is your power. It is your responsibility. And you know what? If you need support, reach out. This is what I do every day, is I help to wake people up. I align them with their healing and their fucking purpose. And some people are really scared doing it by themselves, so they book in as often as they need to keep that accountability. I can naturally increase your energy levels and bring down the stress. Now, look, if you're living off, what's it called, pre-workouts, caffeine, energy drinks to boost your energy, honestly, you're only going to burn yourself out. It's pushing you further away from your goals. If you want to really nourish the body, then get in touch. If you have any questions, send me a message as well. I'm sending you all so much love and support that you can do this, because if I can do this, fuck, anybody can do this. And look, that's my phone falling out of its little case. It was not a pretty journey getting to this point. It really wasn't. But I'm so grateful for every single part of it, because if it wasn't for all of that, I wouldn't be enjoying life right now. So you are also welcome for your card readings. I'm sending you all so much love and healing, and I'm so grateful for anyone who tunes in live, anyone who's tuning in later. You just reach out if you need anything, and we'll see what my spirit guides tell me to talk about tomorrow. Bye for now.